And we are going live in three, two, one, action. Hello, guys, welcome to our channel. My name is Caris,
And I'm Richard.
and together
We
we
are the
are the
Gabriels.
Gabriels. In today's video, we'll be talking about actions we took that helped us navigate our long distance marriage. Babe, what was the hardest part about our long distance marriage for you?
Okay, of course. This is a newlywed, and you don't even have your wife around. So that's is a very hard thing to do. I became a bachelor, my bachelor.
Okay. So for me, I would say the hardest part for me in that period was actually going through a lot because I was running my masters, and then there were days when I just needed someone to talk to. I just wanted to go home and
Someone
like
to disturb like you're doing now.
and like be pampered and all of that.
Yeah.
But oh boy, there was no one to do that with. Of course, the only way I could do that was over the phone. So yeah, quick backstory. We were in a long distance marriage for how many months? From
About
April to May,
okay,
April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. That's 7 months.
7 months.
Yes. So we were actually in a long distance marriage for 7 months. And that's because I had to travel back. I came down to Nigeria for our wedding. Then after the wedding, I had to go back to the UK to complete my master's program. And prior to that time, we were also in a long distance relationship.
So
Do you want
it's
to say
all.
something about that?
What actually helped in that period is before our relationship, we've been friends.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Marry your
so
best friend.
that helped to curb the long distance relationship and marriage to an extent. So yes, we've been in a long distance relationship, and also it elapsed into a long distance marriage.
Yeah, so it was so many long distances. If there's any statement like that. So yeah, that's just the backstory. We went from a long distance relationship to a long distance marriage. Navigating the long distance marriage was actually it wasn't easy. Trust me, it wasn't easy at all. It was a lot. It was very challenging, like very, very challenging. But there were some things we did that actually helped us to navigate that period.
Yeah, like she said, there were some deliberate emphasis on that word,
Yeah, keyword.
deliberate actions that we had to take to help us through that period.
You go
Am I
first.
starting now?
Yes.
Okay. The first thing that we did that period was that we started each day praying together. Most of the time, I'm the one always waking up. Yeah, I have
That's no,
I have picture and video evidence.
not no, not.
So as I was saying, we started each day together, praying, planning the day. Yeah, to just give us that feel like yes, we woke up together on the same bed. Yeah. So that's one of the things that really helped us. We did that all through the days. So it gives us that whole sense of someone is still there,
Yeah,
praying together.
did we ever miss prayers? I don't think so.
I guess we did once or
Oh,
twice when
Nepa, your phone was switched off. I think there was
no,
a
no,
no, there was
it's not
actually a
NEPA.
period.
It's not NEPA.
It's Nepa. It's always been Nepa to me.
No.
Okay,
When we
PHCN.
did, I'm not, no, when we did was I guess you had to, it's you walked into the night,
Okay, wait.
and or you had to go to work very early, and before I could call something like that,
No,
you were
but I
already at
think
work. Something like that.
we still spoke even while I was on my way to work.
Yeah, but it wasn't really
Yeah,
that
it wasn't. So I
much.
think,
I don't think we were able to pray together that day, or
but
those
but
1 or 2 days.
basically, I think it was just very few days. Like how many days that we
No, just
did
once in a while that we had
exactly?
that, and yes, it's always video calls. Yeah,
Yeah, so we always ensured like we prayed together every morning, and personally, it just gives that whole feel of when you're together and then you guys have morning devotion and all of that basically. So it was long distance
though we did
morning
not sing in
devotion.
the morning. We did not sing.
So if you're in a long distance relationship or you're in a long distance marriage and you're finding it difficult navigating this period, this is one thing you should always do. Always pray with your partner every day. It actually gives you both that sense of being together when you start each day with prayer. The second thing that helped us was communication. So we communicated at interval. Why are you looking at me like that? So we actually communicated at intervals. Like when I'm stepping out, why are you looking at me
I'm looking at
like I'm saying something that is not correct?
No, I want to know that. So when you say okay, one go now, just
Okay. So we were actually stop it.
okay. I'm looking at the camera now, straight to the camera.
Okay, so we're actually communicating at intervals, and by communication, I don't just
How
mean
are you? Have you eaten?
exactly. Nah, it wasn't that. It was like going into full details. For instance, like we mentioned earlier, after prayers, I already know what his day is going to look like. Same with him too. If I'm going to work, I already tell him, okay, this is my schedule for the day. So basically, I knew what I was up to, he knew what I was up to. And then back then also, while I was in school, maybe during lectures, when I have a break, I would like, yeah, take pictures and like selfies and send to him.
Why are you saying that as though it's once in a while? That's a regular. Like I DM, it's always filled with pictures.
Always like take selfies and take pictures of my food.
Yeah,
That's my favorite part
that's the
actually.
wickedness part.
Yeah, take pictures of my food and send to him.
Communication is key because ensuring that your partner knows what's happening with you part time. Yeah, it gives that sense of belonging. Yeah. So good.
And you know, speaking of your partner knowing what you're doing part time, I think I've actually come across several social media posts where someone is like, "Why would you be dating someone that is constantly checking up to know what you are up to and all of that?" And sincerely speaking, when I see posts like that, I'm like, I honestly cannot relate because that was one of the things that helped us during our long distance marriage. Like we constantly, like constant, as if I sneeze, ow.
That's exaggeration. How far you?
But you get the drill. Actually, it's just
Yeah, they got the drill.
thank God for WhatsApp
Yeah.
video calls. Oh my goodness. And not and okay, communication now has to do with not just, it's not just phone calls, like video calls. Video calls very very
Video call
important.
is very, very important
Yeah.
because you can see. Because sometimes, maybe when you are texting or you are calling, there are some, is it gesture now? That if you don't, if you're speaking with someone, you're looking at that person, you can easily read meanings as to
Yeah.
what the person is saying. So video calls actually helped us that period for our communication.
Yeah, said it all. On to the next. Do you want to take that, babe?
It is you that used to have issue.
Oh my goodness.
So you should say it is your part.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Number three now, it's trashing out our issues. Like whenever there's an issue, we trash it out immediately.
Unlike when we are together. Now, when we are together, we can still want to do some shakara and all that. But now, in this case, we are miles apart,
Yeah.
and we don't want to leave things to chances. So once that period when we note that there is one issue, even either we feel like it or not, either we feel like it or
Yeah.
not, we had to trash it immediately because we don't if we let it linger, it can of course metamorphose into something else of which we will not be able to handle. Remember, we are distance apart. So that period, we just ensure that whenever there is any issue, we take care of it. We don't allow ourselves go to bed
Angry.
having issues.
Yeah.
Please ensure you always attack any issue. Yeah, always attack it immediately.
And again, we weren't seeing each other. So, you know, the way you would resolve issues if you guys are seeing each other, it's completely different when you're not even together and you're at the mercy of phone calls and video calls. So basically, whether or not you feel like trashing it out, just trash it out.
The fourth thing that helped us that period was that tada.
We had family. We were surrounded by family. What is wrong with you? Sorry, in my
guys.
case, I had aunties in the UK. They still stay in the UK, but while I was studying, I could always go from one location to the other, and that actually helped to bridge the gap a little bit because it actually
Like during Christmas.
occupied my mind. Yes,
During
during
Christmas.
Christmas, we were all together, family and all of that. So I didn't feel lonely. So they were able to like fill up that gap.
I had family, I still have family around. So when I really needed that to be with people, I could easily move, or I met with them, or I stayed with them for 1 or 2 days.
Even when we were surrounded by family, we were still communicating.
Yes,
Yeah, we were actually still communicating. So it's not like being around family took away the time we were meant to spend with each other. Everything still continued. We were still having our morning devotions. We were still constantly talking during the day, even while we were with family.
sending me pictures of food.
Yeah.
Yes,
The last but not the least, and the most important is God's grace.
yes.
Actually, it is God's grace because it is. Oh my God.
God's help. Yeah, it's God's help because in as much as we put all those structures in place, but all the structures could only help us because God's grace is there to back them up. So it
Actually.
helped us navigate um, that tough period. Yeah, the grace of the Lord.
Yeah. So if you're watching this video right now and you're in a long distance relationship or in a long distance marriage or you're about to go into one, God's grace is very, very crucial. Like it is very, very crucial. It wasn't by our power, it wasn't by our might, it was actually by the Spirit of God. Because trust me, there were days when we didn't feel like talking to each other. Days when we had issues and all of that, but God's grace, like it is key. Like it is key factor.
Do well to always ask for the grace of the Lord to help you in your relationship, both long distance or even
Short
short
distance
distance,
or
because
medium
it is
distance.
always there to help you.
You actually watched up to this point. Thanks for sticking around. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, babe. Tell them to subscribe.
Please subscribe. She said I should tell you to subscribe.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are going to be sharing more videos regarding our relationship, regarding our marriage, and how we are navigating this journey called marriage. So subscribe to our channel and then turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any video we put out there.
Thank you.
See you in our next video.
Okay, see you in our next video.
Yeah, see you. Bye. Say bye.
Bye.